If I told you this video was a history lesson, would you believe me?
We're spinning off the edge of the world, down in the night. Never had no chance.
For my generation, history isn't just about names and dates. It's about how those stories feel relevant to us. TikTok and Instagram have become new mediums where history is being brought back to life. My name is Salma Amanda Latifa from Lambung Mangkurat University, and I will be discussing how Gen Z is playing a unique role in delivering history in fresh and creative ways. In recent years, we've witnessed a significant transformation in how people learn with history. In the past, historical knowledge was largely conveyed through books, classroom, or television documentaries. Today, someone can learn about ancient Egypt through a 50-second video on their phone. According to the 2025 Fraud Social Index, Gen Z is at the forefront of the change. 89% use Instagram and 82% use TikTok. However, Gen Z isn't just passively consuming content. They are actively reshaping how history is told. They are producing viral historical videos, sparking online debates, and bringing classic topics back into public conversation. This growing phenomenon inspired me to explore further how is history being reimagined and represented in the digital age. This presentation aims to understand the new dynamics in historical dissemination. I want to answer three main questions. Can Gen Z methods of sharing history enrich public understanding, or do they simplify the complexities of the past? How can a balance between entertainment and historical accuracy be maintained? And what role can cultural heritage professionals play in responding to these dynamics? In this research, I employ a descriptive qualitative approach focusing on historical content disseminated through TikTok and Instagram. My methodology combines direct observation of Gen Z created content with a literature study of social media content. This study draws from Ilmadini et al. 2025, a narrative literature review on memes and Gen Z, highlighting themes like collective identity, social critique, humor, and digital virality. Makela, 2021, a theoretical lens on viral storytelling as emotionally resonant, moral, and culturally shared narrative. Highfield, 2016, insight into the visual and effective language used on digital platforms like Instagram. The analysis focuses on three key elements: humor, to attract attention and make history approachable; relatability, to foster emotional connection; and alternative narrative refers to a range of voices, experiences, and perspectives that differs from dominant societal narratives. These frameworks guide how I interpret Gen Z historical storytelling practices in digital space. One of the most effective ways Gen Z brings history to life is through humor and relatability, two elements that make the past feel personal, accessible, and emotionally engaging. A clear example is a meme of an archaeologist digging in the living room with the caption, "Government work from home." The humor lies in relocating a serious faith-based task to an absurdly domestic context, making archaeology feel closer to everyday life. Another meme contrasts history in school with history as a hobby. This highlights how personal passion can transform history into something emotionally resonant and sustained. A third example comes from a viral audio from TikTok, where the sound of frigid dog footsteps is used to mimic kids running toward heritage sites before the parents can even say, "Sure, you can visit the ruin." The humor and relatability come from the universal moment of impulsive excitement, especially when encountering something historical for the first time. The fourth example is the TikTok trend, and I'm sure many of you have seen video like this. If TikTok existed in ancient Greece, where waiters lovely as Athenian teens, using TikTok in their daily lives to anachronistic humor, these kids reach ancient and modern experiences, making historical figures feel surprisingly familiar to us. A compelling example of this from my country, Indonesia, is the Instagram account History Memes Nusantara, which is especially popular among Indonesia Gen Z audience with over 760,000 followers. The account skillfully blends humor with education. From this account, each post typically begins with a meme to capture attention, followed by several slides offering historical explanation. This approach demonstrates how humor can function as an effective entry point into historical topics, encouraging young people to engage more deeply with the past through digital culture. Another way Gen Z brings history to life is through alternative narratives, content that present the past from diverse and more personal perspectives. Instead of focusing solely on powerful figures or major political events, these narratives explore the lives of ordinary people and the overlooked details that make history feel more human. One example is the TikTok video titled "Day in the Life of a Roman Plebe", which imagines the daily routine of a common citizen in ancient Rome. Rather than showing emperor or grand monuments, it brings attention to how people ate, dress, and live day to day. This makes the past feel more relatable and real. Another example is the video titled "Ancient Egypt Had Dentists", which highlights that ancient Egyptians practiced dental care, a fact not often covered in textbooks. This challenges the stereotype that ancient societies lack medical knowledge and instead present a more nuanced view of history. These kinds of content allow Gen Z to engage with history not just as consumers, but as creative interpreters, reshaping the past in ways that are accessible, inclusive, and emotionally resonant. However, while these narratives are powerful in broadening engagement, they may also run the risk of simplifying historical complexities by focusing on short-form or highly digestible content. Some details may be overlooked or reduced to entertainment value. It's important to remain aware of these trade-offs, recognizing both the creative trait of alternative storytelling and the responsibility it carries in shaping public understanding of history. At the same time, there's a challenge. How can a balance between entertainment and historical accuracy be maintained? If history is oversimplified to an extreme, we risk losing its crucial context. To respond to this challenge, we need to approach creative storytelling with care and responsibility. According to History on Stage 2025, the most impactful narratives are not only imaginative but also grounded in strong historical foundation. There are three essential principles to follow. One, creative narrative must be rooted in facts. Even when history is presented in engaging or humorous ways, it should remain anchored in accurate information. Creativity works best when it respects the historical context. Two, in-depth research is key. Writers and creators must understand the time period they are studying, including its culture, politics, and social norms. Through research ensures credibility and avoid mispresentation. And three, focus on emotional truth, not free fantasy. It's okay to fill in historical gaps with imagination, but the emotional core must reflect what people in the past may have actually felt or experienced. From these findings, I believe Gen Z are not merely passive consumers of history, but active actors in constructing new versions that are more personal and meaningful. They are shaping new way of accessing the past through humor, visual narratives, and digital participation, and this needs to be recognized as a legitimate form of public history. Historical institutions and cultural professionals have a great opportunity to collaborate with digital creators, not to correct each other but to complement one another. A great example of this in the AI-based feature mengenal Patas Nusantara at the Museum Nasional Indonesia. This interactive installation scans visitors' space and matches them with one of 78 ethnographic portraits from 1935 created by Raden Pitngadi. Using AI, it provides cultural background and ethnic group association based on facial resemblance, offering a personalized and reflective experience rooted in historical art. The project not only combines technology, identity, and historical archive, but also collaborate with digital creators, especially from Gen Z to amplify its reach. So, in conclusion, history is not longer confined to museums or dictate books. Today, it appears in digital formats that are much closer to everyday life, from viral audio to creative narratives on social media. This phenomenon is not merely entertainment but a reflection of new ways people engage with the past. Gen Z has opened up the space for participation in historical discourse. Therefore, it is essential for academic, educators, and cultural practitioners to reach scholarly values with emerging form of digital expression. It is through this cross-generational and interdisciplinary collaboration that history can remain relevant, inclusive, and meaningful.